Okay, we are live here today in three different places. We're live in Speak English, Follow Your Dreams, the online English learners community. We're live on YouTube, and we're also live in the English for Success full program. This short live video here today is really for my private clients, my students inside the full program. We need to set up an activity here today, and normally I would just be live in my private um, community for my students, but I've decided to go here live and pull back the curtain so all of you who are not inside the full program can get a little sneak peek, a look at what happens inside of English for Success, the full program. So I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to get started. We are here today to do two things. If you follow me, if you listen to this podcast, you know I love to kill two birds with one stone. I like to accomplish more than one thing at the same time. And that's what I'm doing here today. I am letting people on the outside know what's happening inside the program. And I'm also setting my students up for the next activity happening next Saturday. So, English for Success. How do we do this? How do we do it inside the program? As I said, I'm pulling back the curtain. I'm giving you all on the outside a sneak peek inside what's happening at the moment in English for Success. So, the pathway, the way we move towards success and become confident, fluent in English, is we have a series of activities that we need to be engaging in. We need to have these habits. We need to be doing this every day and not just doing the same thing. We need to work on our understanding, our expressing, and our communication skills. And with this activity I'm talking about here today, we're talking about that higher level communication skills. Okay, this is one of the best practices that you can do to become a really competent, confident English communicator. If you need to do this in your career, for example, or you need to achieve some real goals in life, these are the type of communication practice activities you need to be engaging in. So, this activity that we are talking about here today really helps you develop a number of skills, a variety of skills, skills for success in business and in life. We're talking about improving your confidence, the power of persuasion, reasoning, public speaking, critical thinking, creative thinking, research skills, teamwork, open mindedness. Okay, so we have a variety of activities, our skills we're working on here, and using effective structure when you communicate. Okay, so how do we do this? One of the most valuable, one of the most challenging, but also one of the most valuable activities we do in the program is debate. Okay, now I say it's one of the most valuable and the most challenging because that's the way life is, right? You get out what you put in. So if you work hard, if you do a challenging activity, you develop a lot. Okay, so when we're speaking about debate, what exactly is it? Okay, what is debate? Debate is a formal discussion about a specific topic and it's quite structured. Okay, so we have two teams. We have the government and the opposition, and the government and the opposition are arguing about a topic. The government argues for, and the opposition argues against a topic. Okay, so we have a number of different people on each team: the leader of the government, who sometimes we call the prime minister, and then the leader of the opposition. So we have this game set up, okay, this activity called debate. And this Saturday in the program, we have two teams who are about to prepare to get ready for this debate. And I am actually here setting them up. We're going to decide which team is on which side in this video here. When we play this game, normally you cannot choose which team you're on. Okay, it's random. And that's what I'm going to do here in this video today for my students. I'm going to randomly select which team is going to be the government and which team is the opposition. We have 7 people in my program who are doing this debate on Saturday, and now at the moment they are eagerly watching and they are waiting to see who is on which team. Okay, why do we make it random? Because this really challenges you for opening your perspective, thinking about things from both sides. Maybe you don't agree with a topic, but you have to find positive points about it to be able to talk about. Okay, this is a really effective way for you to open your mind and think of and improve your critical thinking skills and your creative thinking skills. So the first person to speak is the Prime Minister, the leader of the government team, and then the leader of the opposition will speak. And then we go back and forth. Speaker number 2, speaker number 3, speaker number 4, they will go back and forth. And finally, well, not finally, the second to last speech will be on the opposition side, who will give closing speech or a conclusion for their team. And then finally, we come over to the government side to give their final speech or their closing speech. That's basically how the game runs. Okay. So, we do a lot of training for this. We have a lot of workshops. We spend 2 weeks each time we do a debate event in the program. We spend 2 weeks preparing. We work on different skills. And one of the most important skills that we work on is the skill of reasoning, which is one of the skills of the power of persuasion. And for any of you in Speak English, Follow Your Dreams in our Facebook community, you may have seen our podcast last week where I spoke about the power of persuasion. And we did a bit of a live training during the podcast, and I gave you an example, and I showed you that the most effective ways to support your reasons are 4 different techniques: using common sense, examples, statistics, and what experts say or expert opinions. If you're watching this and you're not in the full program and you'd like to get this training, comment below, comment power below this video, and one of the team will send this training to you so you can watch it. You can learn how you can use the power of persuasion, how you can support your reasons when communicating. Amazing skill to have. So we work on this, we practice this, we have a few workshops on this, and then we come up with a topic. So the students in the program came up with this topic themselves. We brainstorm some different topics we want to talk about. Then we create a poll. Everybody votes on it. And this is the topic that was chosen by the members in our program. It's called Being Self-Employed is More Beneficial Than Having a Boss. Okay. And one of the reasons I'm going live here publicly today outside of my program is because I think this is a brilliant topic. I think this is very interesting. And I think it can create a lot of conversation, a lot of communication, a lot of ideas. So I want to welcome all of you to join this conversation and share your ideas, okay? Being self-employed is more beneficial than having a boss. Do you agree with this? Or do you disagree with this? This is a very polarizing topic, right? Polarizing means it pulls you to one side or the other, okay? Polarizing. So, we invite you to join the discussion and comment below. If you're watching on YouTube, comment below this video. If you're in our Facebook community, Speak English, Follow Your Dreams, comment below this video. Tell us what you think. Do you believe this is true? Do you disagree with it? And why? All right, why? Why do you agree or why do you disagree? So back to my students in the program, you already know we're talking about this topic. So we have the 7 of you. You have been put into groups so far. You don't know which side you're on yet. For this stage, I'm just calling it Team A and Team B, right? We don't know who is going to be the government, who is going to be the opposition, okay? Team A has 3 people, Team B has 4 people. We will decide how you arrange your speeches about this later and how you break down the structure. I'll see you all in coaching tomorrow, and we'll discuss this. But for now, for this video, our job is to decide which team is which. Okay, so I would like, let me see, anyone, just to prove this is completely random. All right, anyone watching here on in Speak English, Follow Your Dreams, in the program or on YouTube, comment below A or B. Okay, now the first letter I see will be the team that will spin the random wheel. Okay, so I'm going to check the first comment. The first comment that comes up, whoever is watching here, it doesn't matter if you're one of my students or you're just anyone watching here in the community or on YouTube, comment below A or B, and I will choose that team to spin the wheel to see who is government and who is opposition. So at this stage, I need to go and check my comments. No comments coming in yet. Anyone watching, okay? Type in A. Okay, I have it from Am. All right, we have A up. Okay, thank you. So we're not waiting for too long here. We have a couple of A's coming in. Okay, so A it is, because the first letter I saw was A. So this is Team A. Team A is going to spin the wheel. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I'm going to change my screen here for a moment. We're going to get rid of that. We know who Team A is. We know who Team B is. Okay, and now we are going to spin this wheel. So let's bring it up here. Here is the random wheel for spinning. Let me get that app there. This is what we have created inside the program for deciding who's on the government, who's on the opposition. It's a little bit small here. We can probably make it bigger so it's easier for you to see. You can see here we have government, opposition, government, opposition, government, opposition. And we're going to spin this wheel now live to prove that it's random for Team A. So whatever side comes up here, Team A is going to be that side. If it says government, it means Team A is the government, Team B is the opposition. If it says opposition, Team A is the opposition, Team B is the government. Let's do it. All right. I know some people are hoping to be on the government side. Let's see. Team A. Here we are live. Let's see. Team A is... Oh, Team A is the opposition. I know one person on Team A here who's going to be very disappointed about this. She really wanted to be on the government side. But that's the rules. That's the game. Okay. Team A is now officially the opposition side for our debate coming up on Saturday at 10 a.m. GMT for all of you who are in the program. Team A are the opposition. That means that Team B are officially the government side for this debate. So let me, I have this prepared just to show it here on the screen, make it really clear. This is it. This is the setup now, okay? Team B. You are now no longer called Team B. You are now the government team, okay? All of you are on the government team, and the guys on the right-hand side, you are now the opposition team. You are prepared. You can meet up and you can start preparing. I will see you guys in the coaching tomorrow. That is the topic. So to come back to everyone here outside of the program, Being self-employed is more beneficial than having a boss. Do you agree with this? Okay. Even if you're not in the program, if you cannot join the debate, you can join the conversation here by adding in below on the comments. Okay. And that is one of the ways that we improve our high-level communication skills by engaging in activities like this. So I encourage all of you, a lot of people who apply to join the program, they are doing a lot of listening or they're doing a lot of reading, which can help you, but you also need to add in that communication practice. Okay, so get out there and practice. Don't just take in English. Make sure you are communicating and expressing yourself as well. That is the podcast for today. It was a kind of a special unscheduled podcast today, just to do that live selection of the teams. We've done that now, and the rest of you have an idea about what's happening inside the program. We will be here for the next podcast coming up in the next few days. Very valuable, very interesting podcast coming up for you next. Okay, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Get out there, get up, get out and do something. Get out there and practice communicating in English. You can do